Hey friends, it's your boy BigTCGFan coming at you with another video, and today we're going to continue our Decklist series. And the deck I'm going to be showing you is Galactic Empires. So what I did was, after playing around with the cards and learning the game a little better, I came up with a pile of cards that should prove useful and if I ever get a chance to play this game. I've decided to stick with the Argonian sector, and what I did was on the back of the sleeve I put the little point symbols, so it's pretty handy to have available. So traditionally most card games are 50 to 60 cards. So what I did was I picked 60 cards, and since this game there's such stringent rules on like how many cards you have to have 8 types for every 25 cards, you have so many pointage allowed. I went ahead and just put together a 60 card deck that would allow me the flexibility to pull cards in and out if I run into someone playing a smaller deck. So let's go through what we have. As you know, key part of this game is you have to have your resources. So I have several terrain cards. As you can see, we have, and they're all different levels. And my key thing here was I wanted to make sure I have a diverse selection of the points that you get. See, supply, economy, energy, ammunition, shield, etc. So I wanted to make sure I had like a lot of diversity there so that I would be able to be flexible in what I'm casting. I got 5 of those. So that's one. Next are my ships. I have all Argothian ships except this one level 1, because obviously the lower the level the easier it is for you to play the card. So I wanted to have a little bit more variety there at the end, and I got to have some powerhouses for the big fights later. And then some mid-level guys and then a couple low-level guys. So there's our ships. Next, these are my flex slot. I have a couple of them, so we'll look at those later actually. Alright, we got our Q, which once again I spread the levels. The goal here of course is to have a little bit of flexibility and management in what you're doing, because you can only play certain cards at certain points in the game. Then we got our M cards. You can see we have, like I said, I wanted to try to do the same thing here as possible. And then I did is I went with a variety. In all these I tried to avoid having repeating cards too much, unless the card I saw them and they were really powerful, which you don't see too much in this game, because they balance them on the level. So in this one here, all I have are a mid-level and then one big hit. See, L9. So there you go. As you can see, they're pretty good. Pretty sweet. Next we have our H cards. So these are different events that occur, and I did the same exact thing where I nice and low, and then I found a nice big one to hit with, so we went with that. Be kind of a finisher. Then we have our equipment E cards. So we have some low level stuff, and then it slowly builds up, and I have this beautiful level 9 one, so it's good. And then we have our D for our dragons. And this is where, because I actually pulled like the most powerful dragon in the game. So, boom, right there. And my intent is this will be probably one of the 2 cards that are in my reserve. The other one probably being a terrain. Or maybe we'll do a terrain ship. I don't know. Because you want to have, the key thing with the reserve is to have those cards there so that you can swap out. And then I have some personnel cards. And then I had, this is the highest ranking ones I had, so I had to put it in there, but yeah, so we had to, once again, you can see there's a diversity of the ones available. And so we have some base equipment that these are basically equipment that you put on your terrain to help protect them. So we definitely got that. Some attack, some defense is what I went with, just to make things work. I wanted the deck to be flexible. And then we have some other, the A cards, lesser. And then there you go, ancient molting. See, imagine if I put that on my level 10 dragon, adds 5 points more. Very beautiful. So, and then I have, these are like the flex cards, they're Q. So they'll serve as, they count as R towards the slot, but then you can put them in the various things. And felt personnel, another dragon, some equipment, and then an L, because this one was just insanely strong, demigod diversion. So that's what we went with. Like I said, the purpose of this deck is that So if I'm playing someone who plays 40 cards, I can just take cards out. I didn't want to do 100 and just have like a 100 card big fat stack of just ridiculous cards available, because my odds of playing someone are pretty slim. But if I did run into someone, I am ready to rock and roll. So there you go. As you guys can see, that's Galactic Empires, the TCG. So this concludes my video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below, share if you can. Peace out.